Hello and good morning everyone. Thank you for watching my latest videos. It's been a few days since I made another video. I was hoping to make one, but life got busy and had a lot of issues with my AC being out, and I live in a state that is very hot and is only going to get hotter. So had these issues with the AC, and then my water was shut off. Not for lack of payment on my part, but, they were fixing something in the building that I live in, and in order for them to fix it, they have to shut off everybody's water. So I was dealing with that, and of course feeling overwhelmed about, still being out of work. I apply to jobs every single day. I've actually been doing a delivery driver service as well, but at the time when I'm able to do it when my daughter's in school, there's like hardly any work available. And I take her with me on Friday afternoons and on Saturdays too. I don't work on Sunday. I leave that as a family day and a day to go to my local church, worship the Lord, learn from His Word, and spend time with my family. So Monday through Saturday are my working days. But usually I'm making the most money on like Friday and Saturday, just because it's, it tends to be busier on the weekend. So it's just been going through a lot of stress, trying to figure things out, trying to figure out where I'm going to send my daughter for school, for kindergarten. She got accepted into the private school that she attends now. She goes to the preschool part-time, but she got accepted into kindergarten for the upcoming school year at the same private Christian school. And I want her to go there, but it's kind of expensive, so we're looking at scholarships and things like that, and I'm calling, and nobody's getting back with me to let me know if I got awarded any type of, funding or anything like that. So I don't know what's going on. So I don't know what's happening with that. And the school year is coming to a close, and it's a very short time before the next school year starts up again. So I'm trying to get all that figured out, because if I can't afford to send her there, then I need to figure out, what am I going to do? Am I going to homeschool her? Am I going to send her to, find another private Christian school that's affordable? I don't want to send her to a different school because she's made friends in her preschool, and a lot of them are going to be going to kindergarten at the same school, so I want to see her, develop those friendships, and I don't want to throw her into a brand new situation where she has to make all new friends, and I'm just kind of like, just a lot going on. And I was reminded how, when you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're feeling like, oh my gosh, like I've got too much going on, it's all too stressful, just remember Psalm 23, and it's a popular chapter of the Bible. We all know it. It was a Psalm of David, King David, who lived his life before king as a shepherd, so he understands the role of the shepherd. And so I just want to read this chapter and kind of, break it down a little bit, and let's just have it be an encouragement to us. So this is Psalm 23. I'm reading from the New King James Version. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for You are with me. Your rod and Your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. So, starting with the first part, the Lord is my shepherd. That referring to, Lord and shepherd, it's a very kingly role. And we know a lot of the times in the New Testament, Jesus is referred to as the Good Shepherd. So this could be pointing to the Messiah. But ultimately, we do know that the Lord is our shepherd. He watches over us. I shall not want. What is the shepherd's job? is to take care of the sheep. It's to lead them to places where they can eat, drink, lay down, and relax a little bit, get rest, and then get up and move to the next place, right? So the next part, he makes me to lie down in green pastures. So that nice green grass that the sheep can eat and fill their bellies, they can lay in it, it's soft, it's cooling. He leads me beside the still waters. Now, why would you want still waters? Well, sheep are kind of not so smart animals, and they'll run into something or run off a cliff just because they saw another sheep run off a cliff. Like, they're just kind of silly. And so they need to be by still waters so they can just stick their little faces in there and drink. And if they happen to decide to jump in, there's no rapids or waves or anything that's going to overtake them. So it's something pretty simple that if they jump in or whatever, that the shepherd can easily retrieve them. He restores my soul. So think about, you're eating green grass, you're drinking still cool water. Isn't that refreshing? That's good for you. It's restoring your soul, restoring your inner man. It's the same thing that is happening to the physical, like the sheep. Physically, they're getting restored, they're getting replenished. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. So, where he's leading us, it's all for his glory. It's all for his name to be made famous. It's not about us. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. So again, that's just a time where you feel threatened, where you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're in a perilous time. We fear no evil. For why? For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. What was the rod and the staff of the shepherd? It was a way for the shepherd to keep the sheep in line, to guide them. And sometimes it was a little, not just a little nudge, it was like a whack on the head, like, hey, get over there. Do what you're supposed to do. And King David said that was comforting to him. So sometimes the correction, not just the guidance, but the correction and the discipline of the Lord is comforting. Why? Because you know you're his. You know you belong to him, and you know he's keeping you on the right path, and he's keeping you safe. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. So while the enemies are wanting to overtake him and being evil and wicked toward him, God sets up a table and says, okay, sit down and eat. Right? He sets up a table in the presence of your enemies, anoints his head with oil. So that, that's a reminder of when King David was anointed by the prophet Samuel to be the next king of Israel. My cup runs over. So abundance that God gives us of his grace, of his mercy. What is the abundance? Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So it means he's going to be in the presence of God forever, no matter what. And the goodness and the mercy of God, that's what's overflowing in the cup. It's God's goodness and God's mercy. So even when we're feeling overwhelmed, even when we're feeling tired and defeated and exhausted, he's going to restore our soul. He's going to lead us in the right way. It's all for his glory. He's going to protect us. He's going to guide us. He's going to correct and discipline us at times. But we have the promise that he is always with us and that we're going to dwell in his presence forever. So think about that today. And just be encouraged that, yes, we all go through struggles. We all go through hard times. Some things are more difficult than others. Losing loved ones, losing our jobs, losing family and friends, and just the difficulties that we face in life. It can be overwhelming. But just remember that he is our shepherd. He is leading and guiding us, and he has good intentions for us so that his name may be glorified. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. God bless you, and I'll talk to you soon.